Brian Foster here to the program today, getting ready to fight Justin Gaethje, coming up here March 12th. World Series of Fighting 29. There's a big article, not big article, but an article came out a little bit ago about how the UFC is the World Series of Fighting is embracing the dark side of the UFC, where they're able to survive by putting on great fights and just being that, the way the industry started, the way the sport started, just you came out there, you put on great fights, you had great opponents fighting other great opponents, and that made the night, and that was it. It wasn't all this selling and all this other stuff. Like, it's just, it's just how it goes. Do you kind of feel like that the World Series is putting together, obviously this fight, but fights before Justin, that we were like, yeah, this is an interesting fight. It's going to be exciting for the fans, and it's also going to help boost my career.
Yeah, absolutely. When the tournament came, to fruition, man, it was one of those deals. You know what I'm saying? I was really happy to get back in and do something like that for the fans and let them know that old school gladiators still exist, and that we can still do the same things that we did. And we know a lot more now, and we're a little bit more evolved, and I kind of see it going back to that way. I like that.
This fight for me is super exciting. You obviously have a lot more experience at 25-8, but he's undefeated at 15-0. And he, honestly, I've already interviewed him. Talking about you, so you have the advantage of knowing what he said as opposed to him knowing what you said, but he didn't really say anything. Like, he doesn't trash talk. He doesn't try to push the game. He has a huge amount of respect for you as a competitor. He's just like, is he just the next guy in line to get me to 20-0? Like, I'm going to get to 20-0, and he's just going to be the guy that's going to get me to 16-0, and that's just what it is. And like, and it's not a cocky, kind of attitude. He's just very confident. But you aren't by any means some guy that's like, oh, you've had some easy matches, like you're not a pushover. It hasn't been an easy road for you to get to where you're at. You've had a long, treacherous career just to get to 25-8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's not. There's not any disrespect. There's not anything personal about it, But I'm damn sure not that next guy in line. I am the guy that's taking that title from that dude. I'm not just any guy that he's ever fought. He's never fought a guy like me, man. I've dissected everybody he's ever fought, and it's not anything close to who I am. I am somebody that let's put it like this. I'm the most complete fighter he's ever fought. You know what I'm saying? He's fought kickboxers, he's fought wrestlers, he's fought guys with one hand, he's fought a guy with, you know what I'm saying? It's too far in between, man. I fought gladiators, I fought studs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I've ever fought was supposed to beat me, and Gaethje's no different. And it's just like, man, there's absolutely no way I'm anything like anybody he's ever fought before, and he knows that. So that's why he can't open his mouth and talk shit like he does to everybody else.
We look at your record with 25 wins. It's 12 by submission, 12 by KO, and 1 decision. So my assumption is this fight's not going to go to a decision because both you guys want to try and finish it and get it out of there quick. Both of you are going to come out there hard and heavy. And it makes it tough on looking at your record to kind of plan for you because he could submit me or he could knock me out. And that's a difficult way to kind of plan for somebody when usually most fighters have more than, they have more than one way to finish you, but it's usually in the same realm. Like they can hit you with a bunch of uppercuts or a hook or a straight cross, or they can catch you with a neck crank, an arm bar, or a heel hook. It's not always a mixture of the both. How hard has it been for your opponents to kind of plan for you? Because you get that sense when you're out there in the middle of the cage, right?
What's that? Sorry.
I said, how hard is it, do you think, for your opponents to plan for you? Because you can kind of feel like, oh, hey, the game plan isn't working. You can kind of feel that stress that you cause them come about the middle of the first round.
Oh, it's very hard to train for me. My coaches tell me all the time. They're just like, you're very unpredictable. You get in a bad spot this way, you take it another direction really quickly. You're able to change it up and do whatever works in your favor, just instinctively. You don't necessarily think about it, you react well. And I think that's the biggest threat to him, man, is the fact that when he goes to do whatever it is that he does, which is pretty one-dimensional, to tell you the truth. He comes out, he comes forward, he's aggressive, and he throws heavy strikes. He's a wrestler that can actually kick people. So it's like, it's easy to train for a guy like that, but it's way hard to train for a guy like me, man. I haven't focused on one facet of the game. I'm more focused on becoming complete. I want to be one of the best fighters in the world. That's to say, if it goes to the ground, then I can finish you. If we stay standing, I can finish you. If I want to take it to the ground, I can. If I want to keep it standing, I can. And I think that by looking at my record, you can see that jiu-jitsu has been, necessary. It's been probably my weakest link in the chain. So, with the team that I have now and the coaches that I have now, we've been assessing that problem, man, and we've gotten really, really good at jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Doing competitions and gradually building myself. And
Oh,
if you watch that tournament, I went into that tournament and I tried to do jiu-jitsu with a black belt. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
paid for it. So that was just more of an offensively, an offensive game plan kind of thing. Just go in there and play it out, and that happened. And we reassessed it, man. We evaluated and went back there and let fuck the offense. Let's play defense and beat each other. Yeah, And I think that message alone is the biggest problem and the biggest thing that Gaethje should have taken away from that fight. This is the hardest fight he's ever going to fight, man. Maybe not the hardest he's ever going to, but the hardest to date that he's ever had.
And just for the folks at home, Brian Foster has 8 losses. Some of them have been by submission. And jiu-jitsu is his weakest portion of it, of his game. He never loses a decision. You're going to submit him or you're going to knock him out the one time out of 8. So you to spend that dedicated time to really learn how to really do jiu-jitsu for MMA is a big deal. And you said you're competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments now as well?
Oh, have been. Yeah, man. I've actually, I've received my blue belt under Gerard Pug, who was Dean Lister's one time, he's leg lock and heel hook specialist and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, he put me in a few tournaments, man, and I won every one. I got disqualified as a white belt in the gi for slamming. But it's new stuff, man. We're just trying to slow it down and start from the beginning. It's not one of them things that you just jump in and think you're a badass because you've done it for 10 years. You take time and you learn the process all over again, man. And I think that we've actually we acquired a really good skill set that blends well with fight style.
All right. Well, the time of this interview, it's March 1st. Your fight's in 12 days, 11 days.
11 days.
When is the last time you're going to spar hard before this fight?
No, we'll spar Friday.
Okay.
My coaches have everything lined out as far as stylistically preparing for Gaethje, man. And this weekend we got a little bit of a pre-fight game plan, and I think that Friday will be our last day, man. But I'll still continue, like I said, I'll continue to train through the weekend, and I'll cut the weight through the week, and then supposed to get Friday and whoop his ass on Saturday.
What's your weight going to be like Friday morning when you wake up? Are you going to be exactly on weight when you get out of bed in the morning? Or are you going to have to
cut 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying, just so that I can eat and drink all the way up until, we never exhaust our body, man. We're really safe, a team. We train safe and we do everything. We practice safe training. So it's like, and weight cuts as well, man. So everything, we eat all the way up until you cut that last 3 or 4 pounds of water. You know what I'm saying? And the team and the coaches have taken that road because of what seems to be coming out as far as the extreme dehydration and shit like that things are starting to take in. So we actually started practicing that prior to it being implemented. So
it's smart.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
I want to be the best fighter in the world, man, and I want 55 to be my actual weight class. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody comes to us like, but he can't cut that much weight and he has to go back to 70. We want to actually be the best at 155 pounds.
Right. I like it. All right, Brian, thanks so much for coming on here today with the MMA.
My pleasure, bro.
Yeah, it's been great, man. I'm glad I finally got you back on again. It's been a little bit of a weird connection, so we lost your photo. But for the folks at home that didn't see the original video, Brian's got a very rustic beard going on. It looks like he's about to turn into go back in time and be a caveman. So it's been a good interview, Brian. Thanks for coming on here, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.